the final score, even though it was 31-0.
No.
Like, I don't even think that it felt that close.
It was a joke of a game.
The Eagles let up 75 total yards of offense, which
Yes.
they seemed to get their joy back a little bit.
Sports and culture all in one. Catch the fire, feel the fun. Andrew, Sistad, Brad unite. Philly and Y in the spotlight.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 86. The Philadelphia Eagles dominated the wonderful Raiders team. We'll talk about that. The Eagles are back. Sistad's happy. They had their get-right game. He's now back on the Super Bowl journey with them. All the negativity is washed away. And we're going to talk about the New York Knicks. That they're in the NBA Cup as they have an opportunity to play for something that very few people in history have been able to play for. And we'll debate the importance and the meaningfulness of that game and that award. And then we're going to talk about the Phillies made a move that's, I guess, probably got Sistad not very exciting. He probably doesn't know much about him, for Adolis García. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll wrap up with some subscriber questions. So let's get into it. Let's start with, obviously, the main topic. Let's start with your Philadelphia Eagles, your Birds. Huge win, blowout win. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that it's good to be back. Good to be back in the win column. I am extremely happy with the way that played out. And I'm feeling very optimistic. And I know obviously it was just the Raiders, and my God, they have taken the title of worst team I've ever seen from the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles, and it is now the 2025 Las Vegas Raiders, because they are so bad. But a couple of things that were really encouraging. They looked like a real NFL team, and they looked like they had purpose and rhythm and flow to their offense, and things were on time and on target. Defense was great, but the two biggest things for me, just from a bird's eye view, no turnovers and only 3 penalties. And I think that, no matter how bad the other team is, if you're not committing penalties to shoot yourself in the foot, then you're going to do well. And I think that if they had they been more disciplined over this 3-game losing streak, I think they would have won at least one, probably 2 of those games. So yeah, if they can clean that up, they're getting healthy. They can clean that up, then like you said last week, it's a new season. Punch your ticket to the dance and see what happens. But I'm feeling very happy. That Minnesota Vikings
such a
win,
roller coaster.
Oh, the Vikings win took me from a 5 to a 9 in terms of happiness. But yeah,
we can definitely tell everyone.
Good.
I hope no one really took your betting advice seriously 2 weeks ago when you said to every week parlay Eagles loss, Cowboys win, because they'd be 0 for 2,
You're 0 for 2,
including this week when they'd be successful if they did the opposite this week. But I hope no one took your advice.
Double or nothing this week.
Triple or nothing.
Yeah, triple or nothing.
All right. A few things I want to talk about. So it does sound, I'm kind of surprised by this. I know you're kind of you go through the roller coaster of the weekly roller coaster that a lot of NFL fans go through. I'm kind of surprised though that you're like this. You're not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl and things like that, but that you're how much better you feel, how more like I was kind of expecting you to be like, I know what this team is. They played great against a bad team. Oh, who cares? That's kind of what I expected your reaction to be.
Well, um, so what I was expecting going into the game yesterday, I was expecting them to win an ugly game against the Raiders, right? So whether that was, I don't know, a 20-7 type game or like a 20-10, not very high scoring. It just so happened to be that they're playing the one team that is playing worse football than them at the time. But I
The
mean,
one
they
team.
well, yeah, but I mean, they obviously they thoroughly dominated them. I actually don't even think like the final score, even though it was 31-0,
No,
like I don't even think that it felt that close.
it was one of
Um,
the most dominant games, the most lopsided games I've ever seen. I mean, statistically, like it backs it up. It was a joke of a game.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. The Eagles let up 75 total yards of offense, which
Yes.
was the least since 1955 that they had done that. It's their first shutout since 2018. So like
Yep.
that's just dominant. That's what you want to see. They've played a lot of really bad teams between 2018 and now, and this is the first shutout they've got. So, um, look, it was great. It was just like very business-like, professional win, and they seemed to get their joy back a little bit. Not to be like body language police, but I was seeing a lot of smiles on the sidelines. I saw after Hurts threw that last touchdown to AJ Brown, just like a really, really fired up Jalen Hurts walking back to the sideline, which is something like you don't really get that a lot from him. He's
Yeah.
usually pretty stoic. So,
Yeah.
and
He's
yeah,
like he's very like in the moment, not like focused on the next play. Like in the Super Bowl when they were up by 30 points, and he was like, "Oh, are we sure we want to like
yeah,
pull everyone?"
yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
He's
I
very
haven't,
like,
I haven't,
yeah.
I haven't seen him get that like intense since probably the NFC Championship game. But yeah, I mean it was just really good to see. And like shout out the much maligned. Obviously, I don't have much nice things to say about this man, but I think Petula called a great game. Great game. Guys were open. Um, the
I'm
the
proud of you.
red zone
Proud.
stuff down at the goal line was super creative. They had like
The
a little
Goddard.
shovel pass to Dallas Goddard. They had
Yep.
they had the
Two
little
of them.
push pass. Yeah, yeah. So I thought it was great. Yeah, a
Yeah.
couple of really
Oh, and
nice like
dude, even the one that got her dropped. I mean, that play
uh,
call, you had another wide open guy.
of course. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's why like when I say the game wasn't as close as the score indicates, like that's what I mean. They had a Dallas Goddard drop quite possibly like the easiest touchdown pass of all time. And then at the very, very end, when it was all backups, they had a 4th and goal that they just got stuffed from the one. So, um, yeah, very encouraging to see. And like, yes, I know it's the Raiders, but like, man, they have earned the right to like beat up on a couple of like awful teams down the stretch here because their schedule has just been so hard. It's been so brutal.
Yep.
It's been an absolute grind. So like, yeah, you know what? There are bad teams in the NFL, and the Eagles get to play one of those every once in a while. So I was just super happy. Like, just awesome. Just no stress. Just get to watch, like, feet up, watching
What did you
them
think?
kick the
Yeah.
Raiders' ass. Um, Fastest game in recorded Eagles history. The game was over in
Really?
2 hours and 35 minutes. Yeah. The
Yeah.
game flew by. I don't know if like you knew this. I kind of thought that too because I watched it on delay and I was like, damn, like even for the delay, I was like, I was done watching the game in like an hour, and it usually takes me like 2 hours.
The
Um,
condensed version, I was following it on Red Zone, and I obviously I knew it was it first came over, and then when I watched the full game, the condensed version, yeah, I got through it with like my morning coffee.
yeah,
Seriously, yeah.
yeah, yeah, it was great. Um, Pretty cool. So it was the first time that that Ryan watched an Eagles game with me.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
yeah, so he didn't really want to watch it, but he came. So he took a nap yesterday, and like he's outgrown naps. So like anytime he naps, he usually goes to sleep at 7. He'll be up till like 9 o'clock at night, and usually
I
he just
see.
sits in his room and does whatever. But he came downstairs and he just sat and he said he wanted to watch the game with me. So I said okay, and I was like explaining to him, it's weird trying to explain football to a
Someone
toddler.
has no. Yeah, yeah.
Someone who has no idea, like, but can't even like try explaining the concept of getting a first down to a 4-year-old. Like, hey, see that yellow line? Like, they have to bring the ball across that yellow line. They have 3 tries to do it. And if they don't, then they have to give the ball to the other team. And if they do, then they get 3 more tries. It's like it's kind of
I think
confusing.
That's a pretty good explanation, though, the way you just
Thank you.
described it.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
he was getting into it a little bit, and he wanted the Eagles to win and the Raiders to lose. And then this morning, when I was driving him to school, he told me that he wants to be the Eagles, and he wants his younger brother is going to be the Raiders, and he's going to beat him. So I said, okay,
Wow. You said
yeah,
no. You have a choice. One of you is going to be the Eagles. The other one's going to be the Giants.
no,
Yeah.
no. He's not old enough for that talk yet, but
Not yet, no.
it's coming soon. Yeah, it's coming soon.
That's when you talk about like monsters.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Let's talk about. I have a bunch of stats. You mentioned something though. Do you want to start with the offense or the defense?
Let's start with the offense.
Okay. Before we get into the stats, I actually had a question I wanted to ask you. What did you think of the game plan coming out, establishing the running game? Because that first drive was all runs. What did you think of that?
I think it's great. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm sure you're gonna say this a lot, but I mean the plays under center, Hurts under center, very successful in this game. Whether it be the run or the pass, and people have been wanting to see that for a while now because everything was shotgun for this team all year. And it just like play action is a lot harder. Like getting the run game going in the shotgun, I feel like is a little bit more difficult. So that was great. But yeah, that's how this team. That's what the Eagles did last year. Like this team should be a run first team that attacks you outside the numbers and hits you over the top with play action. Takes shots like when they're there to be had, but this is how this team, the Eagles, are built as a run first team that's going to play off of the run and use play action. So that was a perfectly executed game plan by Patullo, and then just by the players in general. Like I don't have one thing to complain about for this game, which is shocking.
Yeah. Well, I think, yeah. I mean, we've talked about this. This has been my thing that I've been saying is that the biggest difference between this year and last year of the offense is the running game, and it's really specifically Saquon. Which I actually didn't think Saquon was that good in this game. I thought the offensive line was amazing. I think he was okay. I don't think he didn't look extremely explosive or anything like that. He looked good. He looked better, but I thought it was more the offensive line. Do you disagree? What do you think?
I could see that. I think he looks physically pretty spry. To me, it just looks like he's making like the wrong read, or he'll cut to the left instead of cutting to the right, and he'll like I don't know. Whereas last year he just seemingly made every play like he made the right choice every time. Like it just seems
he was in like a mental zone last year.
Yeah. Like it looks to me like maybe he's lost a little bit of a step, but it looks like to me sometimes I'm watching and it's like, man, there's a hole to the other side and he doesn't hit it for whatever reason. But I think physically he looked pretty good. And he sat out the entire fourth quarter, so he probably could have had a much bigger game.
Oh, well over 100 yards if he probably would have went on for like 130, 140 if he kept playing. All right, got some stuff for Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Hurts completed 12 of 15 passes for 175 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Obviously, you know that. And that led to a passer rating of 154.9.
Mm-hmm.
Second career game with 150 plus passer rating. And the other one was week 7
Against Minnesota.
Yeah.
The number 1 defense in the NFL. Yeah.
Huge bounce back game after he was miserable last week. I know you weren't on the pod with me because you were crying they lost, but they were. By the way, I've had several people ask me did he really not show up?
Oh man, were they asking to make fun of me or they were concerned? Hey, is he okay?
I think they were just surprised,
Okay.
I
would have made fun of me. Yeah, no. That's funny.
What was I saying before that?
Passer rating 150.
Oh no, it was a much needed get right game for him because he was just so bad last week against the Chargers. So it was nice to see, weaker opponent obviously, but there's still not that many quarterbacks that can put up a game like this against any team in the NFL. So, it was throwing and running as well.
That's what I was going to say. His legs were great, man. Yeah, third and 12.
Third and 8. Or third and 12. That was third and 12.
He also had a third and 12 where he ran for 13, made a guy miss, which is just we haven't seen that. And
that was when Hurts, he went to the left side of the field and then got out of bounds. Yeah, that's what I was thinking
exactly.
About.
So, Hurts, I always say that he's a good quarterback. The whole is he top 5? I think is the dumbest debate in the world. Who cares? Don't care if he's top 5.
2 weeks ago, you didn't say he was good. 2 weeks ago, you said he was, or you were texting me that he was, he's not going to be on the team next year.
That wasn't me.
AI stat.
But I think he is very good when he has the threat of running, and he just hasn't ran much over this losing streak here. So if he can get his legs going again, then it opens up everything else. So hopefully they're on the right track. Hopefully they figured something out. It looked like they did, and actually not to be revisionist history, but they were awful last Monday in Los Angeles against the Chargers, but I actually I thought that they were starting to show some signs of life in that game.
I agree.
They just killed themselves with obviously the turnovers and the penalties, but I thought there was some big plays to be had there. The Saquon run was awesome. They looked like they looked like something was starting to click. So
they just had a lot of self-inflicted mistakes that negated. I think I said that last week that there were times where I thought even Hurts specifically was starting to put it together, and then they would just
in the overtime. I mean, in that overtime last week, he had a couple of beautiful throws to get them down into the red zone, and then he made the worst throw you've ever seen.
The one to Devontae was a really nice throw in that game. Let's not talk too much about that.
You're right. But all I'm saying is that it's good. It's good to see it continue to trend upward, right? It wasn't they started to look good, but all these self-inflicted wounds. Now, they did all of the good stuff from that Charger game without the self-inflicted wounds, and this was the result. So very happy. Yeah.
More Hurt stuff. Pass EPA. This is not including the Monday night game. Fourth in the NFL in week 15, plus 15.4 pass EPA. So that's not even factoring in his running. And then a modest 14th in CPOE.
That was yesterday?
Yeah. That's just because guys were probably wide open.
All right. Well, good enough.
Yep.
I'll take it. The offense does not have to be, I've said it before, they don't have to be the greatest show on turf. They have to be competent and not go into these these spells where they go 3 and out 6 times in a row. Like yesterday was great, and it was awesome to see them move the ball and score a lot of points. But like, I don't even need that. And here's how we can kind of segue into the defense. But this defense is so damn good that they don't have to score 31 points every game because their defense
Yes, you're right.
has got their back. So competence is all we need, plus a defense.
Defense, dude. Defense. I have a lot of stuff on the defense. This
Dude.
The defense has continued to be so good, and as much as you say, oh, they're so hurt, they're not going to keep it up. Every week they keep going out there and having a great game. This is yes, the Raiders are a terrible opponent, terrible offense. They've been doing this against very good offenses. In this game, though, so you mentioned the 75 yards that they gave up was the lowest since to when?
1955.
And that's for the Eagles, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because it was also the lowest of any team this season.
Mm-hmm.
And the second lowest yards against this year was Denver. Gave up 192 to the Jets.
Oh my God.
But that 75 is the 192.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Then also, I got a couple stuff here. Let's see. So the Eagles gave up 1 yards per drop back. So basically 1 yard per passing play, which is just insane.
Yeah.
On first downs, the Eagles allowed a success rate of just 13%, the fourth lowest of any defense this season. They ceded just one explosive play for the duration of the game. The fourth time this season an offense has been held to one or fewer explosive plays. The Eagles also did not miss a single tackle in this game, the first such game by any defense in the NFL this season.
Wow.
Brandon Graham earned his first 2 sacks of the season on just 7 pass rushes. And Kenyon Mitchell notched his seventh game allowing 10 or fewer yards in coverage this season, the most of any corner in the NFL.
Yeah, there's so much to be said about how good they were yesterday. Just awesome, man. They fly around. They didn't commit any stupid penalties. Man, they don't even have arguably their best player playing for them right now. So, because Jalen Carter has missed a few weeks here. But yeah, they've been great, man. Even like, a shout out to the secondary. Obviously, we know Quinyon Mitchell is amazing. He's probably the best player for them this entire year. Like maybe him or Jordan Davis, but I'd probably say it's Quinyon Mitchell. Just like every week just goes out and he is like Revis Island level of dominant. Like he never gets targeted. And when he does, it's so rarely a catch or an explosive play. And it's just it's awesome to see. We know Cooper DeJean is awesome, but Adoree Jackson has been like pretty good the past couple weeks. I don't know how. I don't know why.
He's been good. Yeah.
Perhaps it just took him a little bit to get used to like the scheme and the system and playing with these teammates here, but he's actually been like pretty impressive. And another guy who's been playing like competently, Marcus Epps, who came in for when Makuba went down. Marcus Epps was actually on the 2022 Eagles. He was the starting safety when they went to the Super Bowl that year. So he's been playing fine. Obviously, the linebackers are really good. Nakobe Dean, like also in the running for best Eagle this year. I mean, good God, guy's been an absolute animal. He is a heat-seeking missile on the blitz. If you like watch him, he will like run full speed when they snap the ball, just completely truck the running back and like hit the quarterback. Like the running back will be in pass protection and he'll slide over to try to block Nakobe Dean, and Nakobe Dean just flattens him and hits the quarterback. It happens like 2 times a game, and it's very exciting. But yeah, defense is awesome.
Awesome.
Brandon Graham getting in the mix. Jalen Phillips is still playing really well. Nolan Smith had a sack yesterday, so
Yep.
yeah, you feel not that you haven't all year, but you feel great. You feel great about the defense. They're going to get Jalen Carter back, and they're really starting to gel and figure it out. And I mean, what more can you say? What more can you ask for? The
Yeah.
defense.
I
So
agree.
that's one thing I didn't get to say. Obviously, you did the pod last week, but like the most frustrating part of the offense struggling when it does is like this defense is they are ready to win a Super Bowl. This defense, like end of sentence. Like they are that good. And like the offense just has to like do fine. Again, they just have to like put a couple drives together, don't turn the ball over, don't kill yourself with penalties too much. And they have a shot to go really far, man.
I agree. By the way, I misspoke before. I think what I said was the second lowest yards allowed in a game this season was 192, and I
Yes.
misspoke. The 192 was the second lowest amount of yards because the Eagles gave up 75 this week. The Bears gave the second least. They gave 192 in Week 15. So I misspoke, and what I got mixed up because it was the Eagles in this game gave up 1.8 yards per play. They gave up 1 yard per drop back, 1.8 yard per play. That's the second lowest in the NFL this season in any game, and the lowest was Denver versus the Jets,
Gotcha.
which was like 1.4. So I misspoke a little bit.
Okay.
Got to correct it because I don't want any misinformation here.
Yeah. Yep.
So this game has restored a good amount of confidence. Right, it's not all the way back, but a good amount of confidence.
Not all the way back. No, and I'm still not like, I'm not people are hanging the banner, NFC's champions. I'm not even there yet.
Oh, dude, stop. The division's over. Just stop. The division's over. Come on.
I'm just telling you how I think, man. That's all. Look, Washington's played pretty good the past couple weeks, so
Washington.
I would love.
Oh, because they're playing Washington. I thought you were talking about.
No, that's who they have 2 times out of the final 3 games. So
yeah.
I mean, you're probably right. They'll probably. So here's what's going to happen. They're probably going to get the 3 seed, right? And then they'll play San Francisco or Chicago or Seattle or Green Bay.
There's a lot of different scenarios right now.
Yeah. Well, I think those are. Yeah. I mean, right now, yeah, a lot can happen. But I mean, look, a home game in January against one of those 4 teams I just mentioned, like, let's go. Like, let's see it play out. I don't know, I don't know if I'd pick them to win, but like, I think they got a shot. I think with this defense, they're going to have a shot at slowing any of those teams down.
I mean, they could also get the 2 seed.
Probably unlikely, but yeah. But the point still stands is that they would play one of those 4 teams. Probably not Seattle, but yeah, it would be San Francisco or Chicago or Green Bay.
Yep. All right. Fun game for the Eagles. Nice get right game. All right. Let's talk about the NBA Cup.
All right.
The New York Knicks are in the NBA Cup. They're in the finals. They play the Spurs. The Spurs.
Oh my God! You are beaming with enthusiasm and excitement. Look at you.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you something. So anyone that's listened to this pod in the past knows that you've been making fun of this since they started, and I didn't make fun of it as much as you, but I still didn't care much, and I still don't care much. But let me ask you. Let me give you 3 NBA games or NBA. Yeah, I guess whatever you call them, NBA contests, and tell me where you'd rank the 3.
Okay.
NBA championship, NBA finals, whatever.
Number 1.
NBA finals.
Mm-hmm.
Like the actual finals, the NBA Summer League championship,
Mhm.
and the NBA Cup Finals. Rank those three.
I would say it's the order that you just laid them out in. So, championship, summer league, cup.
No, stop. Stop.
No,
You think
you
this?
stop, dude.
You think this? You think the summer league is like more important to win than, or more exciting than the NBA Cup? Come on.
I think
Come
the
on.
NBA Cup is the dumbest thing
But dude,
to
the
have
NBA Summer
come
League.
out.
But the NBA Summer League is not even like the real NBA players aren't even playing it. The NBA players are playing really hard. Like, come on, it's
Okay,
clearly
okay, but it's still it's different things though. Like the NBA Summer League is a developmental program to see which young NBA players are going to develop and grow into NBA talent, and that's
yeah.
fine, and it's always
But
been
winning
there.
it doesn't
But it
matter.
doesn't. And so neither does the cup though, and
Okay,
and
I
nobody. And okay, here's the difference though. I don't have people telling me how great the summer league championship is and like trying to like get me excited to watch the summer league
okay,
championship.
but that's a separate thing. That's fine. That's more. That's more of why your annoyance about. I'm not. Who's trying to get you to watch it? By the way,
I think it what the NBA, like
are you gonna
media,
watch
they
it?
promote it.
Wait. Are you gonna watch? Are you gonna watch it?
No, I'm not gonna watch the NBA Cup. It's an
Why not?
exhibition game because it's an exhibition game. I might,
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on
did
a
you
second.
watch
Hold
the
on.
Sixers play the Knicks in Abu Dhabi? Because no, it's an exhibition game.
Hold on a
It
second.
doesn't
Hold on a second. Hold
matter.
on a second. Hold on a
Oh
second.
my
Hold on. Hold
god.
on.
Okay.
Let's just take it a step back. The game doesn't matter, right? I agree.
No.
But the tournament, the whole tournament, the games matter. They still counted towards the regular season. So, did you watch those games?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not like I will not watch an NBA Cup game. I won't watch the specific game because this game doesn't matter in the standings.
No. Right. Like the NBA Cup games like leading up to this, they're just regular season games. So like stop trying to get
I
me to care about the NBA Cup. It is the silliest thing. It's like, "Oh, let's just like it's I actually hate that. I hate it so much.
hold
Um
on a second though.
I just and listen, I'm not like before you go on any further, people listening to this are going to say, "Oh, he's just, doesn't want to change anything. He just likes things the way they were when he grew up."
That's
And
true.
part of that is true, but
That's-
I would say there are many, many rules and things that have come out over the course of the past 10 years about sports that I thoroughly enjoy. Like there are
Right away
it's
though.
not
Right
right
away, or
away.
did it take some time?
Yes. No, it didn't
What's an
take time at
example?
all.
Give me an example.
I can give you many
Give me one.
examples.
Give me one.
I'll give you 10.
Give me one.
First thing, let's stick with the NBA. Play-in tournament, I think is pretty cool. I think it's fun.
Okay.
I think that there's actual stakes to it. And it gives teams like, the Sixers when Embiid got hurt, and that was, before they played that Knicks
Okay.
in that fun, exciting series,
I agree with that.
So I think that the MLB adding wildcard teams is great. I think the NFL adding a wildcard team is great. I think the MLB
All right,
doing
all
a
right,
pitch
all right, all
clock
right.
is
I
great.
asked for
Like
one.
I
asked for
am not
one.
well.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know I'm not just keep things the same way
Okay.
guy. Like this NBA Cup
Hold on. Can we go
like
back though?
it's just fundamentally ridiculous. It's
So can we take a step back?
stupid.
I
We could do whatever you want.
I agree. I don't that it's I don't care about the like NBA Cup and like the award and the tournament itself. I obviously I know the point of it. The point of it is for the NBA and the NBAPA to make more money, and the point of it is that has worked. Like it does generate better ratings. It does generate more interest, more buzz. Again, I don't care about the NBA Cup. If the Knicks win the NBA Cup, I'm not going to be celebrating at all.
You're gonna get a
I,
cup T-shirt. You're gonna
like
get the DVD,
I
the Cup
yeah,
Champions.
I much prefer. I'd get more happy at Knicks winning a regular season game that mattered. Now, a couple things. One, I think the easy fix to that is this: if you win this game, like to win the NBA Cup Finals, you should get a win. And if you want to make it so if you lose, it doesn't hurt you in the standings, that's fine. I think winning should have some sort of positive in the standings. I think that's kind of a ridiculous concept to have these guys go all out. Most of the starters and stars play big minutes, put their bodies on the line for a game that doesn't count towards the standings in the middle of the season. I think it's a ridiculous concept. And again, I'm with you on like the NBA Cup. Like I think it's whatever. It's good for like the casual fan. It doesn't necessarily do much for me, but I can also at the same time, and I think can you at least agree though that the quality of basketball is better?
Sure, I guess.
And don't you like, as a basketball fan, as an NBA fan, like watching a game where the players are trying harder to win? Like, doesn't that make it from an entertaining standpoint better?
Yeah, but there are okay, sure, but there's also like there's plenty of games throughout the course of the regular season where guys like play to win, right? Like there's teams that don't like each other, and there's teams that want to get a higher seed in the standings later in the year.
But this is a way. But this is a way that you still have those games. Though. This is a way to manipulate that into a random game in like October and November and December.
Just doesn't.
It's a
mean
way
anything.
to manipulate that.
So you could play hard, and it still doesn't mean anything.
That's why I'm just kind of surprised that you wouldn't even watch this game, because it's going to be a high quality basketball game with
I mean, look,
really start.
So maybe I'll watch it. I'm not like, I don't know, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it. Like I'll tell you that much.
I mean, what are you doing at 8:30 on a Tuesday night? You wouldn't put on Prime and watch?
Maybe.
Like there's not another NBA game on.
Yeah, maybe I'd watch the Flyers. I don't know.
I'd probably watch. If I was a Flyers fan, I'd watch and the Flyers are playing. I'd watch the Flyers over the NBA Cup. Yeah.
Good.
Because
I'm with you. Your argument is that it's a more competitive game.
It's a high quality NBA game. Because what they're basically doing. Oh, and by the way, there is something to suggest. There is something to point to, and I could say teams that go far in the NBA Cup, it does help. They're gaining experience, especially young teams or teams that haven't played in a lot of big games. Are gaining experience in playing in really competitive games where everyone's trying hard. It somewhat simulates a playoff atmosphere, and I can point to. This is the third year they're doing it, so there's been 2 years so far. There's been 2 finalists in the NBA Cup that went on to the NBA Finals.
Don't do it. Come on.
What do you think? You think it's a complete coincidence that the Pacers went to the Cup Finals, then went to the NBA Finals. OKC went to the Cup Finals and then won an NBA championship. You think that's a complete coincidence? You don't think that really good teams are playing well? You don't think
I have known you a long time, and I know you didn't just throw out a 2-year sample size to try to defend your NBA Cup argument.
Well, it's more than a 2-year sample size. Oklahoma City Thunder have been the best team in the NBA for those 2 years, so it's not a coincidence that they made the finals.
2-year sample size.
It's a 2-year sample siise for multiple teams, which is not this 2-year sample size. By the way, a 2-year sample size is a lot.
Is your argument that if it wasn't for the NBA Cup, then they wouldn't have won the finals last year?
No,
I'm saying the experience.
No, it's that because they're both really good teams. That's why they make the final. Like, the best teams. You have to be a really good team in order to make the NBA Finals. You have to be a really good team to make the NBA Cup Finals. That's the point.
Okay.
So
the Knicks will be in the finals this year, but I could have told you that before their NBA Cup run.
Well, no, there's a 50% chance based on that they'll be in the finals.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Oh my God.
Okay. No, but it does simulate a playoff game. You don't agree with that? Or you just don't care that's the case?
I don't care. You could simulate a playoff game all you want. It doesn't matter. Like, the stakes don't matter.
Okay, but
it's great. Again, listen, I'm happy that teams play slightly harder in the NBA Cup. That's cool. But the stakes, they just don't matter.
But
they just don't matter.
they don't matter for the standings, but they matter to the players and to the coaches and to the organizations playing it. So when
They
you say it
do?
doesn't matter,
Well, I think that is like super lame. I think it's super stupid. Like, oh yeah,
well,
let's go get the cup, guys. Let's go get the tournament that was made up like 3 years ago that no one cares about.
it's a money thing. They make money.
Great,
So what? So
good,
they should.
good for them.
So it's not lame that they care because they're making money.
No, it's not. It's not lame for the players and those involved. No.
I thought you were saying it's lame that they care.
Well, okay, then incentivize them for I don't know. This is getting silly now, but I don't know, incentivize them for winning a regular season game then. Maybe they'll play harder during the regular season. Every time
Well,
you win a game, you get $50,000 more dollars every single player. Boom.
I mean, that's a ton of money. But
Is it going to engage more people? Is it going to make for a more entertaining product?
No, because if it's for all 82 games and it doesn't have that same.
Sure, I'm being facetious, but
would the fix be that they just make this like? Do you agree with my take that the winning team should get awarded in the standings somehow?
I mean, that's fine. My take is that it just shouldn't be a thing. Like, you should just get rid of it.
All right, but understand they're obviously not going to get rid of it because it's increasing revenue for the league and for the players.
Yes.
So,
but they could do anything, and people are gonna, anything that they do is going to work. More games is going to increase revenue.
Well, they're only playing one more game though in this case. In general, the ratings are better for these games than a typical regular season game, like throughout the tournament.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to watch on a Friday night to see if they're gonna have a higher point differential in November. Friday night, November.
Well, that part's really gimmicky. I don't like that at all. You're too cool for
the cup.
It's all
gimmicky.
You're too cool for the cup.
I have a brain, and I think for myself, and I'm not gonna pretend to care about something that Adam Silver is telling me to care about. Let me put it to you this way. If the 76ers were in the cup final, I wouldn't care. I just wouldn't.
You would watch.
I'd probably watch, but
and you'd root for them to win.
I would not.
You'd root for them to win.
But I would not lose any sleep if they lost.
Dude, you shouldn't you shouldn't lose sleep over any sporting event. So the fact that that's your standard. Oh, I wouldn't lose sleep, so I don't care.
Well, it's welcome
to being a rational adult.
It's an expression. And
no, for you,
I wouldn't. I would not. I would not. I would not be upset. I would move on like nothing happened.
Yeah, but isn't that true about a regular season game anyway? Like if the Sixers lose a random regular season game, you're not going to lose sleep over it. You're going to move on and be fine.
Because that matters. Because it matters in the standings.
But you still move on and you're not that upset about it.
I would be more upset if they lost a regular season game with stakes than losing the NBA Cup. I agree.
I'll be more upset if the Knicks.
So if something is less relevant than a regular season game, why should I care about it? It's dumb. It's gimmicky. That's the perfect word for it that you just used. It's gimmicky.
Well, it is gimmicky. The whole thing's gimmicky. I'm with you on the not caring about the NBA Cup. I'm just not with you on being thinking that it's such a bad idea because it's working.
So do you watch the let's see, the All-Star weekend, freshman?
No, I hate that shit.
Rookie versus sophomore year. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's all these kids. It's young kids who are trying really hard, and it's an exhibition game, and it doesn't matter.
It's different because
of the same ilk.
It's much. That has nothing to do with the actual teams that are going to be that you're watching all season long and that are going to be competing for an actual NBA championship.
But they're playing hard in an exhibition game, and they care.
This simulates a lot of the playoff circumstances. There's time off. to prepare. There's time off for better quality. There's the big players, the best players, the starters playing big minutes, playoff minutes.
Here's a hot take. I am actually so happy that the 76ers are not in the cup, because now they get like an extra. How many days of rest are they getting now?
A lot.
Right, it's great. Keep the NBA Cup going.
No, it's also for those that didn't qualify for like the actual tournament stage. They actually get an easier schedule because they go against other teams that didn't qualify instead of playing against the teams that did qualify. So like the Knicks played an extra game against the Magic. It actually benefits the teams in terms of the standings by losing.
Oh, let's do it, man. That's great.
All right. Let's move on. We got one more. Okay. We got one more topic, and then we got some subscriber questions. So the Phillies signed Adolis García, 1 year, $10 million. I assume you probably don't know very much about him, right?
I know he was the ALCS MVP 2 years ago. That's cool.
3 years ago, but yeah. Wait. 2 years? Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2023. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't know if we consider that 2 years ago, 3 years ago now.
Okay. So hit me. What do you got?
This is not going to excite you.
Well,
he's essentially Nick Castellanos.
I was gonna say, is he a has-been outfielder in his early to mid 30s?
No, he's not that old. He's actually, I think he's kind of young. Let me see his actual age. He's essentially Nick Castellanos, though. He's a free swinging, swing at everything, chase pitches that are 5 feet out of the zone, like high slug, low on base guy, right-handed power hitter, outfielder. He's
can't be worse defender though, right?
He's much better defensively than Casti. He's a really good arm.
Okay.
He's 32. He's going into his age 33 season.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really do much for me.
It's like they're, they keep doing this on outfielders. Like last year was Max Kepler.
Yeah.
The year before, who was it the year before again? The outfielder they gave like $10 million to, something like that. Blanking on who it was. I can't remember who it was.
It was the guy from the Orioles. Hayes?
Austin Hayes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or no, they got him via trade, I think, right? I don't remember.
I don't recall. It was a couple years ago, but it's that kind of move. I mean, they needed a right-handed outfielder. They needed this guy. He has a high ceiling. I mean, in 2023, he was amazing. Like, other than winning the ALCS MVP that year, he was.
I think we might be thinking of. Are we thinking of Whit Merrifield? That might be who we're thinking.
No, that was a deadline. That was a deadline move.
Okay. No, I don't think it was. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It wasn't? Maybe it wasn't. Anyway, okay. Yeah, so in 2023, a weighted runs created plus of 128, almost a 5 WAR, awesome season. The year before that, 2022, he was good, a WAR over 3, weighted runs created plus 112, so above league average. It just around that. Before that, he wasn't very good. He was bad. Since then, below league average hitter, like just this past year, he had a 0.7 WAR. The year 2024, he had a negative 0.1 WAR. Like he's the ceiling is that 37 home run or 39 home runs he hit in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe that's not a realistic ceiling. Maybe the realistic ceiling is he hits 30 homers. It's if you're not playing in that big free agent market like for Kyle Tucker or Cody Bellinger, it's a solid high ceiling type move, but I wouldn't expect him, like he might be DFA'd 3 months into the season.
Yeah. Well, my mantra, dude. No such thing as a bad 1 year deal.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
we got a couple Mets fans to mock on Twitter.
Oh, we do? We're mocking fans?
Yeah.
We're mocking Mets fans on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it right now.
All right, let's do it. So, Mets fans are not happy, as you know. Very, very unhappy.
Very unhappy.
Yes. So, Stearns and Cohen getting a lot of heat on Twitter. I mean, my God,
Oh, yeah.
people do not like them. All right, so I'm not going to do these in any particular order, but get the bleep button ready because they're not happy. All right, so the first one comes from this guy whose name is Fuck Stearns and Cohen. His handle is at Cohen Hater. His profile picture is a cartoon of David Stearns standing in front of the dollar store. So he's saying that David Stearns is very cheap. And his tweet is Stearns and Cohen having a generationally terrible offseason. But I mean, I just had to get this guy on because he's at Cohen Hater. And look at, I'll send you this tweet, dude. You won't believe this guy's like profile picture and his existence. It's insane. His handle is at Cohen Hater.
That's
Do you
absurd.
think he hated him when he signed Juan Soto last year? Probably not.
Yeah, he must have changed it recently, right? There's no way this was a thing. Like,
right?
Probably it was Cohen Lover probably this time last year.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so I got another one. So Jake Brown, I guess, is some MLB reporter, says.
Oh no, wait, Jake. No, that's not an MLB reporter. That's it's actually someone that I someone I kind of know.
Oh really?
But yeah.
So he says, I expect some big Mets news today. And this guy, Michael, underneath it writes, Dumpster Diving Dave will sign more minor league scrubs. That's good. All right, and here's the last one. So they signed Christian Pache today. To a minor league deal, just like whatever.
Yeah.
Just obviously it's just minor league depth. It's like nothing to get excited or mad about. So there's a tweet just basically announcing that, and then this guy Zach tweets the following. Obviously he's being sarcastic when he writes this. So he goes, World Series, here we come, with 4 exclamation points. And then he goes, David Stearns, so good at his job. And here we go. I guess David Stearns talks a lot about run prevention. That's like his philosophy.
After the season, and in a bunch of interviews in the offseason, he's talked about that they wanted to prioritize was run prevention.
Right. So again, this is after the Christian Pache thing. He goes, World Series, here we come. David Stearns, so good at his job. He wanted run prevention, but I didn't realize he meant on the offensive side. Soto will walk 500 times and the Mets will score 1 run a game. Such a good team. Can't wait for this 71 win season.
Oh my
Zach,
God.
It's just some minor league depth, pal. It's nothing. I promise you, it's nothing to get excited about. Yeah. Like excited in a bad way.
Met fans are very upset. They're really freaking out. And dude, I think if the Phillies had the offseason the Mets had, the Phillies fans would be doing the same thing. I know Yankees fans would be much worse.
Maybe, yeah.
Anything else? Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, those are good. Yeah, Mets fans are not happy. Let's go to, we have 2 subscriber questions.
Okay.
All right. Now, you haven't seen these. I held them back from you.
Okay.
This one, I guess that's really more for me, but at Sean-E7W, why are the Yankees asleep? I'm really thinking they aren't gonna do much this offseason.
Come on.
Why do you think they're asleep?
Oh, obviously they're
tired. They're tired.
No. They want to wake up in a city that never sleeps, man. So they're not sleeping.
Oh. They're tired.
I mean, they probably have a big splash coming. Did you know the Yankees? They always got some giant splash up their sleeve, man. Everybody knows it.
The Yankees. Oh, a couple things. The Yankees haven't really done much. They got Grisham back in the qualifying offer. That was that received a lot of criticism, but the thing is they haven't done anything yet, but all the guys that had like the big free agents that have signed, like the big moves, the big trades, like no one was a real reasonable, sensible target for the Yankees. So it's not like, oh, the Yankees really they could have used this guy, and this guy. They're off the board. Anyone that made sense for the Yankees really is still on the board. No one's really like Pete Alonso didn't make sense. Edwin Diaz didn't make sense. Ryan Helsley didn't make sense. Dylan Cease didn't really make sense. A lot of these guys like didn't really make sense for the Yankees. So it's not like they're like just like, watching all these targets go off the board. It's just a slow developing offseason.
Are you sure? I actually I picture them sitting in an office like at a conference room, and they've got like on a big screen all the free agents, and they're just watching them. Oh, this guy signed with the Dodgers, and they just kind of look at each other and shake their fists and say, "Darn!" And I think that they've just been doing that for weeks, and then they go take naps, and then they come back and have coffee, and then the next free agent goes, and they do the same thing. They shake their heads and
yeah,
and tisk.
Yeah, I think Cashman probably wakes up to tweets about guys signing. After sleeping for 12 hours.
Yeah. Yep. Yep, definitely.
Yeah, Yankee fans, it's okay. Sean, they're going to be good. Don't worry. At Rye Guy 90. What do you think of the Jets firing Steve Wilks? Did you hear about this, dude?
I did read that, yeah.
So they fire their defensive coordinator, Steve Wilks. My thought is problem fixed. Problem solved.
Let's go.
JTS. Nothing can stop them now. Now that yeah, I mean they are.
Was that guy? Was he there before Aaron Glenn?
No.
Oh, so did Aaron Glenn hire this guy and now fired him? Oof.
Yes. He did a terrible job. The defense sucks. The team sucks. Who really cares? I don't know. I don't understand how people muster up the energy to like criticize this team and to like break down the games. Like, oh my God, this game. Can you believe what happened on this play? It's like, yeah, I mean, who cares? How do you even care? It's crazy how people actually have the energy.
The NBA Cup is on, man. Who's got the energy to get mad at
I'd much rather watch a random NBA Cup game than watch the Jets play.
Well, that's not saying much.
Still no interceptions, by the way, for the defense.
Wow. Can they do it?
I think they forced 3. They recovered 3 fumbles now this year, but still 0 interceptions. That's
insane, dude. That's insane. Can they do it? Can they go the full season with no interceptions? That would be hilarious.
The interim defensive coordinator is going to teach them how to intercept the ball. So
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. What a joke! They are such a joke,
dude. I'm just gonna run on them just so they can't intercept the ball.
Yeah.
The next 3 games.
I won't be watching, so there's that.
All right.
Any last thoughts?
That's it.
Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Please give us a like. Please subscribe. We are nearing 3,000 subscribers. Help get us there. Next week we'll be reposting the Eagles fans throwing snowballs at Santa Claus episode for Christmas week, and then we'll probably be. Dude, I would love for you to jump on a pod with me talking about any sort of like Phillies moves in the offseason. But I don't know. It would have to be a big move for you to you to do that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Because your reaction to the Schwarber re-signing was very.
Well, I was mad about the Eagles when that happened. So
if you were if the news happened today that Schwarber was re-signing, you would be a little bit more excited about it.
I don't know. I get no. Baseball still just feels like it's so far away to me that I probably wouldn't really get too excited. And it's
If the
I
Eagles,
guess
if the Eagles made a big move in the offseason, you'd be excited, no, wouldn't you? Not really.
yeah, I guess it's a little different. I think when he re-signs, it's not as
Oh,
exciting,
okay.
you know.
Oh, because
Like if
you're
it's
just
just a free
retaining a
agent
player.
coming in, yeah, and I feel
Yeah.
like we were kind of expecting that. I mean, of course, there's a chance that he walks, but um, yeah, I think I was expecting it to happen, and yeah, he stayed. Great, you know, it's great.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Philly pride insists that's all. Andrew rapping and wild balls. Together they talk sports and dreams. Right behind the scenes. It seems. Philly versus NY. Hear the call. Who's the greatest? Who will fall with this rivalry? Loud and clear. Join the chat. It's time to hear sports and culture